1,800 people found frozen mid-meal, mid-argument, mid-kiss. The bread on their tables had not fully crumbled. And here is what most people get wrong. Pompeii was not buried by lava. It was suffocated by a superheated wall of gas and ash, moving faster than a hurricane. August 24th, 79 AD. Vesuvius had been silent for centuries. The Romans, living in its shadow, had no word for volcano. They called it a mountain. A beautiful, fertile, vine-covered mountain. The soil around it was among the richest in the ancient world, which is precisely why 20,000 people chose to live beside something they didn't understand. The eruption column rose 33 kilometers into the sky, within hours, but that column was not the killer. What happened next was. When the column collapsed under its own weight, it triggered 6 pyroclastic surges, rivers of superheated gas, ash, and rock. Traveling at over 100 kilometers per hour, temperatures between 200 and 500 degrees Celsius. The first surge reached Herculaneum within minutes. Pompeii received its death sentence by surge number 4. Most victims did not burn. They died from thermal shock. The heat was so sudden, so complete, that muscles contracted violently at the moment of death. Which is why so many bodies were found what archaeologists call the pugilistic pose, fists raised, backs arched, not fighting, dying. Pompeii was not discovered. It was rediscovered, then robbed, neglected, bombed, and mismanaged across 4 centuries before the world finally took it seriously. The city was first struck accidentally in 1594. An engineer digging an underground canal hit walls, frescoes, inscriptions. The find was reported, then ignored. Formal excavation didn't begin until 1748, under King Charles III of Spain, who ruled Naples at the time. His motivation was not historical preservation. He wanted decorative objects for his palace. Early excavators destroyed as much as they found. Frescoes cut from walls, shipped to royal collections. Skeletons discarded after valuables were pocketed. Entire sections dug up, stripped, then reburied without documentation. The first century of Pompeii's modern history is itself a story of erasure. What changed everything was plaster. In 1863, archaeologist Giuseppe Fiorelli noticed hollow voids in the ash layers, where organic material had decomposed over centuries. He injected liquid plaster into those voids. When it hardened and the ash was cleared away, the shapes inside were not abstract. They were human. A woman shielding a child, a man covering his face, a dog still chained to its post, coiled in its final contortion. These were not statues. These were the exact shapes left behind when bodies dissolved inside their own ash molds over 18 centuries. Fiorelli had invented a technique that let the dead speak. Today, over 100 of these casts survive, each one a split second of 79 AD, locked in calcium. Pompeii covers roughly 2 kilometers of excavated city, but 1/3 has never been dug up, deliberately. Archaeologists made the decision to leave it sealed because the future will do it better than we can today. If you didn't know Pompeii still has an unexcavated third, like this video right now. More buried history is coming to this channel. The level of preservation inside Pompeii is not just unusual, it is scientifically uncomfortable. The ash acted as a hermetic seal, blocking oxygen, blocking moisture, with extraordinary consistency. Wooden furniture survived in carbonized form. Loaves of bread recovered from bakery ovens, still shaped in their original round scoring patterns, now on display in Naples. A fast food counter, known as a thermal polium, was excavated with residues of duck, pig, fish, and snails still identifiable inside its ceramic containers, through chemical analysis conducted in 2021. A 2,000-year-old meal still readable. One house contained a garden with plant root cavities still intact in the soil. Botanists used those cavities to reconstruct the exact species growing there in 79 AD. Wine was made from vines grown in that reconstructed garden, sold commercially in 2019. A child's cradle, a surgical kit with iron instruments, campaign graffiti for local elections still legible on street-facing walls. Pompeii does not tell us how Romans died, it tells us how they lived, with a specificity no written history ever could. And in 2022, an intact ceremonial chariot was pulled from the ash, decorated in tin and bronze. Organic material still visible. 2,000 years underground. Perfect. Subscribe now. The next place this channel covers was hidden deliberately, not by nature, but by people who needed it forgotten. You will want to be here when that drops. 1/3 of this city is still down there, sealed, waiting. Not because we forgot, but because we are not ready yet. That is the part that stays with you, not the bodies, not the ash. The fact that the most documented buried city on Earth still has secrets we are choosing not to touch. Next video covers a place that was deliberately hidden, not by a volcano, by a government. Sealed since the mid-20th century. 3 researchers refused access. 1 never came back with his equipment. If that made you curious, subscribe, because this channel finds the places the world agreed to forget, and we're just getting started.